Oh, hey, Kazoo. How you doing, man? Sorry, just trying to work some stuff out. Alright, should be live on YouTube and okay. I had to turn off mic monitoring, it was messing me up. Alright, I'm gonna make some tunes here and then we'll start opening. Got one collector booster box, got one play booster box, got a secret layer that just came in today, and some other things that fortuitously came in the mail on the same day, so give me 10 minutes or so, get some spooky stuff going on the synths. Alright, let's see what kind of horror show we can make here. Alright, let's tone down a bit. So, what are we doing today? I think we're gonna open these first. So, about a month ago, I picked up these Pictures of a Floating World series, Secret Lair. Foil, Japanese. So, ever since I've been on a quest to pick up some original Lorwyn copies of them in English. And that's what I got yesterday in the mail. Oh, nice. Got a bonus to hurl into history. We got the Mosswort Bridge. Gonna get this off the screen for now. Apparently they gave me all kinds of bonuses. Got to humiliate. Clandestine meddler. Windburst kites. Where is... oh, there it is. I don't know how guys take these out of hard cases so easily on on YouTube. Don't know if this is all of them. I could have sworn they just came through 3 shippers, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I must have 2 more coming. And here is the Spine Rock Knolls. Just need 2 more to come. I'm gonna turn this down a hair more. Alright, Secret Lair I got was one of the Dungeons and Dragons, Death is in the Eyes of the Beholder 2, Rainbow Foil Edition. Really should have grabbed a garbage can. I didn't. Gonna have a lot of trash here. Okay. Thank you for being a part of Secret Lair. You're welcome. I was pretty excited about these when they first came out because I played a lot of D&D when I was younger. And really like the Beholders. Always been one of my favorite monsters. We got Erizakar, the Eye Tyrant. Whenever you attack a player, tap target creature that player controls and goad it. Whenever an opponent attacks another one of your opponents, you and the attacking player each draw a card and lose 1 life. We got Beholder's Death Ray, which is just a alt art for Snuff Out. If you control a swamp, you may pay 4 life rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Destroy target non-black creature. Can't be regenerated. I think it's so funny that they put can't be regenerated in so many, in like quite a few cards these days, even though regenerate is a fairly uncommon keyword. Beholder's Enervation Ray is a reprint of Defile. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn for each swamp you control. And Beholder's Paralyzing Ray, which is Oubliette. When Beholder's Paralyzing Ray enters, target creature phases out until Beholder's Paralyzing Ray leaves the battlefield. Tap that creature as it phases out in this way. Beholder's Telekinetic Ray, which is Fling. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Beholder's Telekinetic Ray deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to any target. And we got Beholder's Disintegration Ray, which is Fire Covenant. As an addition to cast this spell, pay X life. Beholder's Disintegration Ray deals X damage, divided as you choose among any number of target creatures. I think this should be the bonus card. Archivist of Ogma. Flash. Whenever an opponent searches their library, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Birdie. Alright. Let's leave these up real quick. I gotta get my own cast chat up here. Oh, these aren't the ones I meant to grab. Whatever. Left my clear sleeves in the other room, but these will be fine. Love the art on the characters are. The rainbow foil treatment is really nice. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. I'm set up in a different room than I usually am, because I needed to have room for this, and then the all the synthesizer stuff. Which all these off to the side. Alright. I think real quick I'm just going to switch the synths to something a bit more ambient. Probably do more jamming out, actually like making music with the synths after I'm done opening. Plan to be live for about 3 hours today. Be back in 2 seconds. Alright. That be a bit more chill for us. Oh, sorry, 2 seconds again. There we go. Blinky was just very loud. All right. How's your day going so far today, Kazoo? Now, I think I'm gonna open these 2 collector boosters first. It's kind of hemming and hawing about doing the collector booster box first, but I think we'll save it for after the play boosters. We'll open these 2 though. They're kind of bonus. Well, they are bonus packs, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, just gotta send something out on Mastodon real quick. Alright. Well, hoping for some hits today. I mean, I didn't do this to make money off them, obviously. It's a pretty silly way to make money. It's basically just gambling, but be nice. What I'm looking for today with these is be great if I could get something, any of the Japanese cards, anything textured foil. I mean, the chances are pretty low. I mean, I'm not like a statistics guy, but it's less than 1%, I'm pretty sure, for textured foil. But yeah, we also got 2 twitching dolls, 1 for each box. It's nice. I'm just gonna put this collector booster off to the side for now, make a little bit of space. Alright, let's get cracking. Man, these ones they're a lot easier to open than the duskmourne ones were. I was having serious problems. Maybe it's just a me thing, but let me know. They were just way too hard to open. Alright, let's go. Got found footage. You may look at face down creatures your opponent controls anytime. Sacrifice found footage, surveil 2, then draw a card. Gonna be going through this pretty slow at first. I don't know, I'm not really in any rush today. Belmerk Leech. Eerie, whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, each opponent loses 1 life. And sorry guys, I gotta get used to where I'm actually holding the cards here. Clammy Prowler. Enchantment creature. Horror. Whenever Clammy Prowler enters, or attacks, another target attacking creature can't block this turn. 2/5. We got Acrobatic Cheerleader. Survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Acrobatic Flyer, oh my god, Acrobatic Cheerleader is tapped, put a flying counter on it. This ability triggers only once. Boiler Bilge's Ripper. When Boiler Bilge's Ripper enters, you may sacrifice another creature or enchantment. When you do, Boiler Bilge's Ripper deals 2 damage to any target. I swear I'm going to be reading these better as time goes on. I'm still a little tired. I've only had 1 coffee today. I got a pot on the go though for when I'm ready to re-up. Alright, Withering Torment. It's an instant. Destroy target creature or enchantment. You lose 2 life. Exactly what black needs. More removal. Saw. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may sacrifice a permanent other than that creature or saw. If you do, draw a card. Fear of Exposure. As an additional cost to cast this spell, tap 2 untapped creatures and or lands you control. Trample. 5/4. Diversion Specialist. I really like the art on this one, just the colors. Very, very pretty. As much as Bloomburrow was a pretty set. I feel like the use of color in this is very good. I like the horror theme. Full Art Mountain. Ooh. The Swarmweaver. When the Swarmweaver enters, create 2 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying, and it has Delirium. It's a 2/3 Scarecrow. I've been trying to avoid watching too much of people opening these. Obviously, I've caught a couple. I mean, I'm primarily a YouTube ingester, so it's all over my feed. But there should still be some surprises in here for me. Into the Pit. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spells from the top of your library by sacrificing a non-land permanent in addition to paying their other costs. This one seems pretty strong for especially like a rat deck or something like that. Just sacrifice all your tokens. Ooh, this is one of the double exposure treatments. Marina Vendril. When Marina Vendril enters, reveal the top 7 cards from your library, put all enchantment cards from among them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Tap to lock or unlock a door of target room you control, activate only as a sorcery. First room we got Roaring Furnace, Steaming Sauna. On the red side, we got when you unlock this door, this room deals damage equal to the number of cards in your hand to target creatures and opponent controls. On the blue side, we got you have no maximum hand size. At the beginning and end of your end step, draw a card. Ooh! Got a foil double exposure. I think that's what these are called, right? Toby, Beastie Befriender. When Toby, Beastie Befriender enters, create a 4/4 white beast creature token with this creature can't attack or block alone. As long as you control 4 or more creature tokens, create creature tokens you control have flying. And we got the toy token. Unless we pull something really good, I'm not going to be doing too many piles, I don't think. Although, I'll start a pile for all the rares right now. All the rares and legendaries. Tokens and lands. And commons are just going to be off screen here. There are 2 twitching dolls at the bottom. Alright, pack number 2. Oh yeah. Again with the not having a garbage can, there's gonna be a pile started here for now. Alright, Glimmerlight. When Glimmerlight enters, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Might have to adjust the lighting a tiny bit here, but we'll just keep going. Wary Watchdog. When Wary Watchdog enters or dies, surveil 1. Easy 2 mana throwaway. We got a... Oh, I didn't even know there were common rooms. Glassworks, Shattered Yard. When you unlock this door, this room deals 4 damage to target creature and opponent controls. At the beginning of your end step, this room deals 1 damage to each opponent. Piranha Fly. Got a fish insect. Flying. Piranha Fly enters tapped. Trapped in the screen. Enchantment. Ward 2. When trapped in the screen enters, exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment and opponent controls until trapped in the screen leaves the battlefield. That one's going to be a lot of fun in Arena. Lionheart Glimmer. Ward 2. Whenever you attack, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Get Out. Choose 1. Counter target creature or enchantment spell, or return 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. Keys to the House. Sacrifice keys to the house, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, or tap for 3, sacrifice keys to the house, Lock or unlock a door of target room you control. Activate only as a sword. Irreverent Gremlin. Menace. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may discard a card. If you do draw a card, do this only once each turn. That one will be fun in Arena as well. And Full Art Forest. It'd be really nice to get some of the new land cycle. Head Shredder. Whenever Head Shredder attacks, you may mill 2 cards. Whenever one or more land cards are put into your graveyard from your library, put them onto the battlefield tapped. I'm good for mill. I don't see too much green mill. Mostly black. I could be wrong. I've been out of the game for quite a while. Just actually started getting back into it with the release of Bloomborough. The Lord of Pain. Is that a mythic? They're doing all kinds of funky things with the rarity indicators these days, but I'm pretty sure that's a mythic. It's got the orangey red outline around the duskmourne symbol. The 5/5 Menace. Your opponents can't gain life. Whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, choose another target player. The Lord of Pain deals damage equal to that spell's maximum value to the chosen player. That's pretty good for a 5-drop. Not bad. The lighting looks significantly better when I move it closer to the camera, so I think that's probably the play. Start a mythic pile here. The Wandering Rescuer. Flash, Convoke, Double Strike. Other tap creatures you control have hexproof. From what I've seen, this one gets drawn a lot. I'll probably be getting some duplicates of Wandering Rescuer. Pardon me. That's a 2 mythic pack though. Ah, there we go. Blazemire Verge. One of the new land cycles. Add 1 black, add 1 red, activate only if you control a swamp or mountain. So pretty. So much detail in these. Oh my, oh, that was fast. That is a good hit, actually. So it's not the Fracture Foil, but this is Enduring Tenacity, Japanese, in the Japanese showcase, obviously, but even regular foil, that is a good hit. Which I was hoping for one of these, but I was not expecting to get one. That's gonna get sleeved right away. Now, obviously a lot of the value of these cards is like pretty speculative at this point. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop and rise depending on how different cards do in Commander and that type of thing. But the nice thing about cards like this is they'll basically keep their value to a certain extent. Good pull. Happy with that. And of course, our token everywhere, token land. With copy on the other side. Okay. Let's crack into the play booster. I'm just gonna set all these off to the side for right now. I think I hit my camera somehow. Hope everybody's having a good day. I know it's pretty early and it's a Friday. Lots of people are probably at work, but I'll be posting this, or rather putting it on PeerTube afterwards. I don't think I'm gonna bother putting it on YouTube just because, I don't know. Kind of trying to move towards having most of my stuff, my longer format stuff on PeerTube, just because people, oh, Dav, thanks for the share, man. Always happy to see you around. Yeah, just because, I don't know, I'm a very small creator. I only started doing this a few months ago, and YouTube does really well for me with shorts and some of my like sort of like 7 to like 12-minute long content, but once you get past a certain point, if you don't have a whole bunch of subscribers, you're kind of talking to nobody, or like your long form comment just doesn't get, or content just doesn't get any traction. So that's part of the reason I've stopped streaming on YouTube, just because, for the most part, just because as a tiny creator, you don't really get anything out of it. I find that Owncast and PeerTube a lot more organic. I mean, obviously I'm kind of a nobody, just basically doing this for fun, but it's still nice when people actually show up. And I find that happens a lot more, yeah, with Owncast and PeerTube. All right, play booster time, baby. If I can, there we go. All right. This is, so I played Magic quite a bit when I was a kid. I had one of my uncles had quite the collection. So he used to give me some cards every now and then I think at one point my mom got rid of what little collection I had, so that kind of, I wasn't playing it anyways, but that definitely like killed the inertia. And like as a kid, you don't have money for buying booster packs, especially it was like the mid to late 90s. So and then in my early 20s started getting back into it a bit because some of my friends were into it, and would buy booster cards every once in a while, or booster packs every once in a while. But I don't know, which way do I open these? Yeah, there we go. But this is the first time I've been able to buy like this amount of Magic cards. It's kind of a nice feeling, I spent too much on Bloomburrow in terms of just buying booster packs, which is why I opted to, where did I put my token box? Opted to buy these just because, I don't know, I like the horror setting as a whole. I know a lot of people don't like it for different reasons, sort of like the cults, like some of the like Ghostbusters style things, and there's a lot of references to other things in it. There's like the Saw references and that kind of stuff, but I really enjoy it. I don't remember, the rares go at the front. Yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna do the backwards opening. We're just gonna expose the rare. I do appreciate that with the with the collector boosters in these. They flipped it from what it was in Bloomborough, because all your rares would be at the front of the pack. It doesn't really matter so much with these, I guess. I could open them upside down. Yeah, that's what I'll do for the next one. Alright. So our first foil from the play boosters, Optimistic Scavenger. He's got Eerie, and he's a 1/1. I still don't really know all of the keywords for Duskmourne, but yeah. Here, let's put our common and uncommon pile back on screen here. Might just move, get rid of the webcam for now. Yeah. That bad boy. Alright. Abandoned Campground. Enters tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. One of the commons of the new land cycle. Ooh, Blazemire Verge, a second one. Went over that. Very pretty. We got a Wickerfolk Thresher. Delirium. 5/4 for a 4-drop. That's pretty strong. Not bad. And then we got our uncommon room. Greenhouse. Lands you control add 1 mana of any color. When you unlock this door, mill 4 cards, then return up to 2 permanent cards from among them into your hand. Alright, Shrewd Storyteller. Survival. 3/3 for a 3-drop. That looks like an old school style card. A little bit. Exercise. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. That's actually kind of brutal unless you have a counter spell for a 2-drop. Appendage Amalgam. Flash. Whenever Appendage Amalgam attacks, surveil 1. The bordering's kind of cool on this. I haven't seen any of these up close, but you got kind of like the starry sky type thing on the black creatures. Mono black. Monstrous Emergence. As an additional cost to this spell, choose target creature you control or reveal a creature card from your hand. Monstrous Emergence deals damage equal to the power of the creature you chose or the card you revealed to target creature. Cackling Slasher. Death Touch. 3/3. Cackling Slasher enters with a 1/1 counter on it if a creature died this turn. Cautious Survivor. Survival. 4/4. 4-drop. And we got Shepherding Spirits. Flying. Plane Cycling. And he's a 4/5. Always appreciate the 5 and 6 drops having cycling, just in case you draw them early. At least they still have some utility, especially against aggressive playstyles. Vicious Clown. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, Vicious Clown gets +2/+0 until end of turn. And Boiler Bilge's Ripper, we've already seen. I think it's funny how much trouble a lot of creators have with boiler bilges. The word boiler bilges. I mean, obviously I'm not one to talk or disparage anyone for having trouble pronouncing things, but yeah. Oh, another thing is someone, I think it might have been I watched one of MTG Goldfish's openings, and he's saying that everybody, all the human survivors, well, all the survivors look like they just got out of high school or something. I think that kind of fits with the setting. You know, a lot of the survivors are just normal people who got caught up in sort of an apocalyptic environment, so makes a lot of sense. Act number 2 from the play booster. Yeah, let's open these upside down. Ragged Playmate, tap for 1, target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn, 2/2, 2 drop. Another toy. Another Vicious Clown. Living Phone. When Living Phone dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Fucking, I love the smiley face. And then we got Meat Locker, Drowned Diner. When you unlock this door, tap up to 1 target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. When you unlock the second door, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. And we got another Cautious Survivor. Don't make a sound. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 2. If they do, surveil 2. And we got Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. When you create this door, create a 1/1 White Glimmer enchantment creature token. When you unlock this door, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 targets. Another 3 rooms in this one. Surgical Suite and Hospital Room. When you unlock this door, return target creature mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attack. That one seems really good. It's one of the uncommons. Wildfire Wicker Folk. Haste, Delirium, 3/2, 2 drop. That's pretty strong actually. Yeah, that's not bad for an uncommon. Diversion Specialist, which we already saw. Irreverent Gremlin, another one. Ooh, mythic. The Roller Crusher Ride. Delirium. When the Roller Crusher Ride enters, it deals X damage to each of up to half. Sorry. It deals X damage to each of up to X target creatures. And Bleeding Woods. It's the red-green. And our foil. Exile target artifact. Oh yeah, Exercise. We already got this one. And we got an insect token. Where'd my token pile go? I'm gonna be doing this all day here. Oh, there it is, up top. Okay. I am a person who has to fight very hard to keep organized, so you're gonna see more and more of that happen. as we progress into this opening. You know what? Yeah, heck it. We're just gonna open them. Open them normal. Open them from the top like whoever intended. Token. Then we got Horrid Vigor. Target creature gains death touch and indestructible until end of turn. That's pretty strong. Just gonna try and adjust the lighting quick here. Ugh. But there is. It's getting a harsh glare from it. All right. Our Horrid Vigor. Yeah, it's still not great. Seems to mostly be the foils, though. Alright. Our first just regular island out of this, or regular land, basic land. Jesus Christ. Basic land. Top. Reluctant Role Model, another survivor. Survival, when Reluctant Role Model or another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, put those counters on up to one target creature. 2-drop, 2/2. Not too bad. And a Wicker Folk Thresher. Very pretty. Unwanted Remake. Destroy target creature. Its controller manifests dread. Really, some of these references are pretty funny. Unwanted Remake. I like that. Osseous Stick Twister. Artifact creature, Scarecrow. It's got lifelink, delirium, 2/2, 2-drop. I wonder if you could make a whole Scarecrow tribal. Ethereal Armor, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. Erratic Apparition, flying, vigilance, eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, Erratic Apparition gets +1/+1 until end of turn. It's a 1/3 3-drop. Flesh Burrower, Death Touch. Whenever Flesh Burrower attacks, another target creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. Cracked Skull, enchant creature. Whenever Cracked Skull enters, look at target player's hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Emerge from the Cocoon. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You may gain 3 life. That's pretty... I mean, it's a 5-drop, but it's still not bad. Be good in an angel deck, probably. Wary Watchdog. When Wary Watchdog enters or dies, surveil 1. Bedhead Beastie. It's got Menace and Mountain Cycling, 5/6 6-drop. Make a beastie Scarecrow deck. Possessed Goat. It's a 1/1 1-drop. Pay 3, discard a card, put 3 +1/+1 counters on Possessed Goat, and it becomes a black demon in addition to its other colors and types. Activate only once. That's I like that card. Sorry, I keep wandering out of frame with my hands here. Everybody loves a good Possessed Goat, right? Alright. Once we get through a couple more of these, we'll start to speed up a bit. I mean, there's no real rush. I'm planning to stream for quite a few hours today, so we got our first art card. I actually really enjoy art cards. Let's see if I can actually get this framed properly. Real pretty. Set that off to the side. What's the name on this one? Mirror Room Fractured Realm. Oh, okay. Be nice. Be nice to get that. Unless I don't know if I already drew it. Alright. Our foil is Belmark Leech, which I think we already. We got a Swamp. Ona, Rescue Beastie. It's got Survival, 4/3, 4-drop. If we got a second rare or mythic. Nope, Overgrown Zealot. Add 1 mana of any color, add 2 mana of any 1 color, spend this mana only to turn permanents face up. So that's... yeah, to use with the face down cards, obviously. Alright, another Diversion Specialist. Shroud Stomper. I think we... no, I don't think we did this one yet. 7-drop, Death Touch. Whenever Shroud Stomper enters or attacks, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life and draw a card. Cursed Windbreaker. When Cursed Windbreaker enters, manifest Dread, then attach Cursed Windbreaker to that creature. The Cursed Fart Jacket. And we got another Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. The contrast in some of these is so nice. I think that's one thing they're doing really well with this set is contrasting art styles. Erratic Apparition. Cracked Skull. Frantic Strength. Flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has trample. Yeah. 3-drop. And it's not, it's just an enchantment. I was about to say if it was an instant, wouldn't. Because a lot of instants are, you know, until end of turn, but this would be pretty strong because you can flash it in. Fear of Immobility. When Fear of Immobility enters, tap up to 1 target creature. If an opponent controls that creature, put a stun counter on it. And another Glimmerlight. This is so nice. I don't know why I'm doing Borat. Alright. See, so much easier to open than Bloomburrow. That was one of my only complaints about it. About the packs, at least. The cards were pretty great. Spirit. Monstrous Emergence. In the foil. Bleeding Woods. Balustrade Worm. Spell can't be countered. Trample, Haste, Delirium, 5/5, 5-drop. I feel like this spell can't be countered makes this card worth it, just because, especially when you're playing against blue players, if you're playing mono green, you get countered so much. You know, I think the only thing that's gonna save you is that 7-drop, and but he spends 2 mana to counter it. Well, haunted screen. I know a lot of people have commented on this, but the flavor of this one's really good. Put this one in the mana pile. Patchwork Beastie. I don't actually think we've drawn this one yet. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill a card, and it has Delirium, 3/3, 1-drop. Oh. For a 1-drop, that's pretty strong. Popular Egotist. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Popular Egotist gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. And it's a 3/2. Fear of Infinity. Flying, lifelink. Fear of Infinity can't block. It's got Eerie. It's an enchantment creature. 2/2, 3-drop. Don't make a sound. Cautious Survivor. Meat Locker and Drowned Diner. When you unlock this door, tap up to 1 target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. When you unlock this... Oh, we already did this one. Draw 3 cards, discard a card. Winter's Intervention. Winter's Intervention deals 2 damage to target creature. You gain 2 life. Fear of Immobility. Enchant creature, Nightmare. When Fear of Immobility enters, tap up to 1 target creature. If an opponent controls that creature, put a stun counter on it. We already did this one. I don't know. 5-drop, 4/4. Murder. Grab the prize. As an additional cost to this spell, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. If the discarded card wasn't a land card, grab the prize deals 2 damage to each opponent. Yeah, that's another Saw one, hey? Saw reference. Have Jigsaw. Got a Gremlin. Danny Brown. Back-to-back Saw reference. Let's play a game. Delirium. Creatures your opponent's control get -1/-1 till end of turn. Each opponent discards 2 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Choose 1 or more. So you can just choose all 3 of them for the same cost? That's pretty strong. I guess if you play it early on, it's not quite so strong. Neglected Manor. Unless Neglected Manor enters tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. Leyline of Mutation. First Leyline pull. Leyline of Mutation is in your opening hand. You may begin the game with it on the battlefield. You may pay all of the mana rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. Stay hidden, stay silent. Enchant creature. When stay hidden, stay silent enters, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Pay 2 blue, 4 colorless, shuffle enchanted creature into its owner's hand, then manifest dread. Activate only as a sorcery. Fear of Falling. Flying. Whenever Fear of Falling attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -2, -0, and loses flying until your next turn. Smoky Lounge, Misty Salon. At the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 red. Spend this mana only to cast room spells and unlock doors. When you unlock this door, create a XX blue spirit creature token with flying, where X is the number of unlocked doors among rooms you control. Ghostly Keybearer. I think we've already pulled him. Creeping Peeper. Add 1 blue, spend this mana only to cast an enchantment spell, unlock a door, or turn a permanent face up. Enter the Enigma. Target creature can't be blocked this turn, and draw a card. Bashful Beastie. When Bashful Beastie dies, manifest Dread. 5/4, 5-drop. Bear Trap. Flash. Sacrifice Bear Trap. It deals 3 damage to target creature. Spine Seeker Centipede. When Spine Seeker Centipede enters, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle with the Delirium. 2/1, 3-drop. Another Grab the Prize. Another Trapped in the Screen. So far, not bad. Still just blown away by this Enduring Tenacity pull. So pretty. Well, I am gonna grab a leak real quick. I shan't be long. And I am back. All right. Back to these play boosters. We still got a lot. I think we're on like pack 4 or something like that. Clammy Prowler. Whenever Clammy Prowler attacks, another target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. We got a foil Lakeside Shack. Really cool. You can see like stained glass in the foiling. I don't know what that. Pretty cool though. Rip Spawn Hunter. It's got survival. 4-drop. Double exposure. Wrong pile. Got another saw. I don't think we've hit a I don't know if we've hit a double rare yet in the play boosters. Brood Spinner, little spider. Reach. When Brood Spinner enters Surveil 2, play 1 black, 1 green, 4 colorless, sacrifice Brood Spinner, create a number of 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. Pretty cute. I mean, even when they're going for the horror thing, still pretty cute. I like spiders though. I know some people don't. Valgavoth's Faithful. 1/1, 1-drop, sacrifice Valgavoth's Faithful, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Anthropede. Reach. When Anthropede enters, you may discard a card or pay 2. When you do, destroy target room. Fear of Lost Teeth. When Fear of Lost Teeth dies, it deals 1 damage to any target and you gain 1 life. Dagger Maw Megalodon. Vigilance. Island Cycling. 5/7, 6-drop. Another big boy for the blues. Slavering Branch Snapper. Trample, Force Cycling 2, it is a 6-drop, 7/6. Living Phone. Friendly Teddy. When Friendly Teddy dies, each player draws a card. The group hug card. Ragged Playmate. And Jump Scare. Until end of turn, target creature gets +2/+2, gains flying, and becomes a horror creature in addition to its other types. Sorry if you guys can hear me vaping. I quit smoking about 16 days ago, so I'm hitting the vape pretty heavy. I will eventually get off the vaping as well, but if I do both at the same time, I might moitus somebody, so. Token. Oil, Defiled City, Defiled Crypt, and Cadaver Lab. Oh, way out of frame. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black horror enchantment creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. When you unlock this door, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Sorry if it makes it a little confusing reading the room descriptions together. You guys can read. You know, it's one side and the other side. Alright, and got a foil murky sewer. Stop moving my arm. Just leave it in the frame, Nick. Enduring Innocence, our second enduring draw. It is a 3-drop, 2/1 Sheep Glimmer enchantment creature. It has lifelink. Whenever one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. When Enduring Innocence dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. It's not a creature. Wait, when Enduring Innocence dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. It's not a creature. This, I get it. Like, if it dies, you return it to the battlefield. It's no longer a 2/1 or a creature. It's just an enchantment. But it kind of reads like a Sharpie commander card a little bit. That in our rare pile here. Coordinated clobbering. Tap 1 or 2 target untapped creatures you control. They each deal damage equal to their power to target creature an opponent controls. Unwanted Remake. Get Out. Choose one. Counter target creature enchantment spell. Return 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. A lot of enchantment love in this. In Duskmourne. Beastie Beatdown. Choose target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. Delirium. The creature you control deals damage equal to its power to the creature an opponent controls. Bashful Beastie. Malevolent Chandelier. Artifact creature construct 4/4 6-drop flying. Pay 2, put target creature from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Activate only as a sorcerer. Underwater Tunnel and Slimy Aquarium. Whenever you unlock this door, surveil 2. When you unlock this door, manifest Dread. Then put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Spectral Snatcher. As ward. Discard a card, Swamp Cycling 2. It's a 6-drop, 6/5. And Possessed Goat, another one. Glimmer Burst. Draw 2 cards, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token. And that feeds. It has Delirium, it's a 2/2 2-drop. Just gonna adjust the synths real quick. And I'm back. Move this mic just a hair closer, if I can. There we go. Alright. Got another art card. What's it gonna be? Let's play a game. Got Fear of the Dark. Enchantment creature, Nightmare. Never fear of the dark. Attacks if defending player controls no glimmer creatures. It gains menace and 5/5/5 drop. Full art planes. Now, this is kind of interesting, and this is something I noticed with Bloomborough after being away from the game for a pretty long time. Is that this planes, because it's non-foil, it might end up being worth. Seem to be having some connection issues. Just give me 2 seconds to get my main camera going again here. Alright, there we go. Hopefully the network doesn't drop again. I'm on Wi-Fi, so I don't know. It is what it is for the time being. Alright, anyways, as I was saying, one thing I noticed with Bloomborough is that with the addition of collector boosters, which I know aren't like a super new thing, but a lot of non-foil variants are worth more than the foil variants. Bloom Lake Verge. If I could get at least one of each of the new land cycle, that'd be great. Sporogenic Infection. Enchant creature. When sporogenic infection enters, target player sacrifices a creature other than enchanted creature. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Intruding Soul Rager. Love the art on this one. So simple, but so it's a red-blue, vigilance, sacrifice a room, intruding Soul Rager deals 2 damage to each opponent, draw a card. Appendage Amalgam. Spectral Snatcher, ward, discard a card, swamp cycling. We got the Underwater Tunnel, Slimy Aquarium. Horde Vigor. Target creature gains Death Touch and Indestructible until end of turn. Glimmerlight. Most Valuable Slayer. 4-drop, 2/4. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Acrobatic Cheerleader and Moida. Just remembered I got a long box for all these, but I think I left it in my vehicle for all my commons. Art card. What do we got? Another Let's Play game. The signed version. We got a foil emerge from the cocoon. We got the plains and Enduring Vitality. We've gotten 3 of the enduring ones so far. Unless I already pulled this, I don't remember. Vigilance, creatures you control add 1 mana of any color. When Enduring Vitality dies, if it was a creature, return to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. Almost the exact same text as the white drop one. We got Norin, Swift Survivalist. You can't block, they can't block. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play that card from exile this turn. Insidious Fungus. It is a creature, 1/2, 1-drop. Pay 2, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Actually pretty strong. That might be going in my dinosaur deck. Gremlin Tamer. Eerie. It's a 2-drop, white-blue, 2/2. Bottomless Pool and Locker Room. Clockwork Percussionist. It is a 1-drop, 1/1 haste. When Clockwork Percussionist dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Fear of the Dark. Fear of the Dark! Grasping Longneck. Enchantment creature horror. It has reach. When Grasping Longneck dies, you gain 2 life. That is a long neck, sir. Vanish from sight. Target non-land permanent's owner puts it on top or bottom of the library. Surveil 1. Piranha fly. Hand that feeds. Fear of surveillance. Vigilance. Whenever fear of surveillance attacks, surveil 1. Oop. Yeah. Another art card. Ghost vacuum. Could be. This is one of the ones that people aren't a huge fan of, the sort of like Ghostbusters-esque stuff that they don't feel fits the setting, but my feeling on it is that the Magic setting, I mean, we've done so many universes beyond and stuff like that, that like the setting is basically what the set is. I mean, I know people didn't really like Murder Karlov Manor very much, but you know, that was pretty out of setting for Magic, I feel, and it's still there, even if some people wish it weren't. Trial of Agony foil. Rush's Carnival. We got Leyline of Transformation. If Leyline of Transformation is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it in your battlefield. As Leyline of Transformation enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types. Same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Oh! Maddening Hex. Enchant player. Whenever enchanted player casts a non-creature spell, roll a d6. Maddening Hex deals damage to that player equal to the result. Then attach Maddening Hex to another one of your opponent's chosen at random. That... I like it. That's fun. That one's fun. I like the, you know, it's interacting with the player instead of their creatures. It's kind of an extra FU. Killer's Mask. When Killer's Mask enters, manifest Dread, then attach Killer's Mask to that creature. Equipped creature has Menace, and equipped costs 2. Skull Snap Nuisance. Enerving Grasp. Return up to one non-land permanent to its owner's hand, manifest Dread. Creep and Peeper. Found Footage. Unable to Scream. Enchanting creature loses all abilities and is a toy artifact creature with base power and toughness 0-2, in addition to other types. As long as enchanted creature is face down, it can't be turned face up. Manifest Dread. Trapped in the Screen. Friendly Teddy. Ripchain Razorkin. Has reach. Pay 3, sacrifice a land, draw a card. 4-drop, 5/3. So many art cards. We got Waltz of Rage with the signature. foil living phone. Non-foil mountain. Undead Sprinter. Trample. Haste. You may cast Undead Sprinter from your graveyard if a non-zombie creature died this turn. If you do, Undead Sprinter enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. Pyroclasm. Sporogenic Infection. Flood Pit's Drowner. Flash. Vigilance. When Flood Pit's Downer enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Pay 1 blue, 1 colorless, tap, shuffle Flood Pit's Drowner and their target creature with a stun counter on it into their owner's libraries. Clockwork Percussionist. Got Moldering Gym and Weight Room. When you unlock this door, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. When you unlock this door, Manifest Dread, put 3 +1/+1 counters on that creature. Tunnel Surveyor. When Tunnel Surveyor enters, create a 1/1 White Glimmer enchantment creature token. Flesh Burrower. Fear of Lost Teeth. Living Phone. Vicious Clown. Dragon Playmate. Man, the way I set this desk up isn't exactly comfortable when I'm trying to show off cards. I'm like contorting my body in very awkward ways. But you know what? I'll deal with it. Alright, let's move these commons off screen. I need to hit the Vade. Okay. Midnight Mayhem. Oh my god. Double Midnight Mayhem. We got the art card. And we got the card in a foil. Create 3 1/1 red gremlin creature tokens. Gremlins you control have menace, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. We got the plain old mountain and peer past the veil. Discard your hand, then draw X cards, where X is the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. Painter Studio, Defaced Gallery. When you unlock this door, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them until the end of your next turn. Whenever you attack, attacking creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Vile Mutilator. As an additional cost to this spell, sacrifice a creature or enchantment. Flying, trample. When Vile Mutilator enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment, then sacrifices a non-token creature. 6/5, 7-drop. Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Whenever Arabella, Abandoned Doll attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. Sheltered by Ghosts. Belmerk Leech. Malevolent Chandelier. Cautious Survivor. Spectral Snatcher. Spine Seeker Centipede, Rampaging Soul Rager. 3-drop. Rampaging Soul Rager gets +3/+0 as long as there are 2 or more unlocked doors among rooms you control. It's a 1/4. It's actually not bad. Trapped in the Screen. I think that's the 4th one we've pulled so far. As you can see, we're starting to speed up a bit here. Now that we're hitting all the dupes. Alright, foil is a Glimmerlight. Lakeside Shack. Chainsaw. Artifact. When Chainsaw enters, it deals 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, put a rev counter on Chainsaw. Equipped creature gets +X/+0, where X is the number of rev counters on Chainsaw. I like the idea of the counters being like revs, you know? It's kind of fun. And do we get another? We don't. Altenac, the Thrice Called, is a 7-drop, 9/9 with trample. Whenever Altenac, the Thrice Called, becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, draw a card. Pay 2, discard Altenac, the Thrice Called, return target land from your graveyard to your battlefield tapped. Fear of being hunted. Haste, fear of being hunted must be blocked if able. Popular Egotist, Fear of Infinity, Found Footage, Derelict Attic, and Widow's Walk. When you unlock this door, you draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Unable to Scream. Say its name. Mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature card or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile this card and 2 other cards named Say Its Name from your graveyard. Search your graveyard, hand, and or library for a card named Altenac, the Thrice Called, and put it into the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. Turn Inside Out. Jump Scare, and Vicious Clown. Paranormal Analyst. Another Ghostbusters type card. Ooh, Victor Valgaval Seneschal in foil, which means we're gonna get at least 2 rares from this pack. He is a 3-drop with Eerie, 3/3. Not bad. Raucous Carnival. And Roaring Furnace, Steaming Sauna. When you unlock this door, this room deals damage equal to the number of cards in your hand to target creature an opponent controls. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your end, draw a card. And we got another Altenac. Oblivious Bookworm. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent entered the battlefield face down under your control this turn, or you turned a permanent face up this turn. Live or Die. Choose one. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, or destroy target creature. Rite of the Moth. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Flashback, 1 black, 2 white, 3 colorless. Really like the art for this one. Probably not nice for somebody who doesn't like moths, but I don't know. It's pretty pretty. I wouldn't mind getting this one in a foil. Grand entryway, elegant rotunda. Tunnel surveyor. Frantic strength. Derelict attic and widow's walk. Wary watchdog. So much alliteration. Ticket booth, tunnel of hate. When you unlock this door, manifest dread. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gains double strike until end of turn. And emerge from the cocoon. I think that's the 5th one. I think we're almost halfway through this box. I really gotta speed up. Otherwise, this stream's gonna be more like 4 hours. Overlord of the Flood Pits art. Foil Crackling Slasher. Death Touch Cackling Slasher enters with a 1/1 counter on it if a creature died this. Basic land. And Head Shredder. I think that's our first duplicate rare. There it is. Fear of Exposure. As an additional cost to this, to cast this spell, tap 2 untap creatures and or lands you control. Trample 5/4 3-drop. It's actually not bad. You just gotta have either the mana or something to tap, really. Scrabbling Skullcrab. Whenever, oh, it's got Eerie. 0/3 1-drop. Dashing Bloodsucker. It's got Eerie, 4-drop, 2/5. Disturbing Mirth. When Disturbing Mirth enters, you may sacrifice another enchantment or creature. If you do, draw 2 cards. When you sacrifice Disturbing Mirth, manifest Dread. Appendage Amalgam. Fear of the Dark. Vanish from Sight. Grasping Longneck. And Cult Healer. 3-drop, 3/3 with Eerie. Resurrected Cultist. Ticket Booth. Tunnel of Hate. Friendly Teddy in the foil. Schwamp. And another Wandering Rescuer. As I said, we're probably... This is the second one we've pulled of this already, and it's a legendary. Or, sorry, a mythic, I mean. Put in the mythic pile. Anywho. Dissection Tools. Oh, double rare. Artifact equipment. When Dissection Tools enters, manifest Dread, then attach Dissection Tools to that creature. Equip creature has +2/+2 and has Death Touch and Lifelink. Equip, sacrifice a creature. Untimely Malfunction. Fear of Imposters. 3-drop, 3/2, flash. When Fear of Imposters enters, counter target spell. Its controller manifests Dread. So much Dread. Saw Blade Skin Ripper. 3-drop, menace. Tap 2, or no, just play 2, sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Put a +1/+1 counter on Saw Blade Skin Ripper. At the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice one or more permanents this turn, Sawblade Skin Ripper deals that much damage to any target. Clockwork Percussionist. Stalked Researcher. 2-drop, 3/3 Defender with Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, Stalked Researcher can attack this turn as though it didn't have defender. Manifest Dread. If anybody doesn't know what Manifest Dread is, you may look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other into your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost, if it's a creature spell. Another Bear Trap. Moida. Turn Inside Out. And Possessed Goat. Better get a Valgavoth out of all of these packs. If we don't, I might be upset. Maybe not. Upset's not a good word. Disappointed. So much garbage. Exhume. That's pretty cute. Shepherding Spirits in the foil. Flying, plane cycling, 5/6 drop, sorry, 4/5. Peculiar Lighthouse. I like that art. It's nice. Very perspective's definitely off in it. I don't know. I'm not an artist. We got Fear of Missing Out. When Fear of Missing Out enters, discard a card, then draw a card. I think we already did this one, but 2-drop, 2/3. When Fear of Missing Out attacks for the first time each turn, if there are more than 4 card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Piggy Bank. When Piggy Bank dies, create a treasure token. 3/2, 2-drop. Razorkin Horde Caller. As haste, whenever you attack, create a 1/1 red gremlin creature token. 5-drop, 4/4. Savior of the Small. It's a 4-drop, 3/4 with survival. Ghostly Keybearer. Clammy Prowler. Innocuous Rat. When Innocuous Rat dies, Manifest Dread. 2-drop, 1/1. Stalked Researcher. Say its name. Jump Scare. Wary Watchdog. And Turn Inside Out. Doomsday Excruciator art card. Trapped in the Screen in the foil. Forest. And Overlord of the Flood Pits. First Overlord pull. 5-drop. 5/3 with impending 4. As flying, whenever Overlord of the Flood Pits enters or attacks, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. And, oh, double. Leyline of Hope. If Leyline of Hope is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. As long as you have at least 7 life or more, then your starting life total. Creatures you control get +2/+2. Saw. Savior of the Small. Conductive Machete. When Conductive Machete enters, manifest dread, then attach Conductive Machete to that creature. Equipped creature gets +2/+1, and equip cost is 4. Miami Prowler. Cackling Slasher. Manifest Dread. Dagger Megalodon. Rip Chain Razorkin. Hardened Escort. When Hardened Escort attacks, another creature you control gains +1/+0 and indestructible until end of turn. 3-drop, 2/4. Terramorphic Expanse. Sacrifice Terramorphic Expanse, search your library for a basic land card, then put it onto the battlefield. Tapped, then shuffle. Basically Evolving Wilds. Once we get through these, I'm gonna make myself a coffee, I think. Tokens. Glimmer Burst in the foil. Abandoned Campground in the foil. Enduring Curiosity. Flash, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Whenever Enduring Curiosity dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. 4-drop, 4/3. Piggy Bank. Under the Skin. Manifest Dread. You may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Inquisitive Glimmer. Enchantment spells you cast 1 less to cast. Unlock costs you pay cost 1 less. 2/3, 2-drop. Blood Pit's Drowner. Flash, Vigilance. Whenever it enters the the ETB is tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Anthropede. Grasping Longneck. Fear of Lost Teeth. Stalked Researcher. Impossible Inferno. Deals 6 damage to target creature. Delirium. 5-drop. Fear of Immobility. When Fear of Immobility enters, tap up to 1 target creature. If an opponent controls that creature, put a stun counter on it. 5-drop, 4/4. And Unsettling Twins. When Unsettling Twins enters, manifest Dread. 2/2, 4-drop. You can see the shadow behind them of what they actually are. These cards are pretty cool. Man, we have dropped 0 frames streaming from this room. It was dropping like crazy in my bedroom. Which, if you're wondering why, when I'm making YouTube content or streaming, everything's always the same, like my desk. I normally just stream from the bedroom because that's where my computer desk is set up. It's not exactly ideal, but it is what it is. It's what I gotta do. Alright, got copy token. Whoop. Our foil is Glassworks and Shattered Yard. Got the foil Island. Ghost Vacuum. This is the first paranormal border we've gotten. I really like this treatment. I know some people don't, because like it doesn't look like Magic the Gathering, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. 1-drop artifact. Tap it to exile target creature from a graveyard. Pay 6 and tap. Sacrifice Ghost Vacuum. Put each creature card exiled with Ghost Vacuum onto the battlefield under your control with a flying counter on it. Each of them is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. Break down the door. 3-drop, exile targeted artifact or exile targeted enchantment or manifest dread. Pardon me. Vengeful Possession. 3-drop. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Fear of Abduction. As an additional cost to the spell, exile a creature you control. It has flying. When Fear of Abduction enters, exile target creature an opponent controls. When Fear of Abduction leaves the battlefield, put each card exiled with it into its owner's hand. I wonder how people feel about the aliens. I mean, we already have aliens. We got Phyrexians and what? Fuck. Whatever the other ones are. Beastie Beatdown. Malevolent Chandelier. Moldering Gym and Weight Room. Fear of the Dark. And that feeds. Seized from Slumber. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a tapped creature, destroy target creature. Glimmer Burst. And Ticket Booth, Tunnel of Hate. Alright, gonna make a coffee real quick. I will be right back. back. Notice I had to sweat her up. It's a little chilly. Seems like we're fully into fall on the west coast here. Oh. I'm still BRBing. There we go. Alright. Token. Oil is Meat Locker and Drowned Diner. Peculiar Lighthouse. Kona, Rescue Beastie. Second pull, or no. No, we haven't pulled Coney yet. We pulled, I can't remember what the name is. Survival, 4-drop, 4/3. Route-wise Survivor. Haste, Survival, 5-drop, 3/4. Withering Torment. Alright, our second paranormal frame. Destroy target creature or enchantment, you lose 2 life. Focusing very well. Whatever. I'm gonna set that one in the rare pile just because I like that border, and I'm probably gonna binder it. Nowhere to run. Growing Dread. 2-drop flash. When Growing Dread enters, manifest dread. Whenever you turn a permanent face up, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Innocuous Rat. Enter the Enigma. Moldering Gym Weight Room. Glimmerburst. Rip Chain Razorkin. I think this is the only Razorkin we've gotten so far. Hardened Escort. Terramorphic Expanse. Spider. Untimely Malfunction. Island and Enduring Tenacity. So. Same card. This is so pretty. I just can't get over it. Fear of Burning Alive. Whenever Fear of Burning Alive enters, it deals 4 damage to each opponent. Delirium. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, if there are 4 or more card types among your graveyard, Fear of Burning Alive deals that amount of damage to target creature that player controls. Fear of Failed Tests. Whenever Fear of Failed Tests deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. It is a 5-drop 2/7. Lionheart Glimmer, 5-drop 2/5. As ward, whenever you attack creatures you control, get +1/+1 till end of turn. Cynical Loner. Cynical Loner can't be blocked by glimmers. Survival, 2-drop 3/1. Found Footage. Fanatic of the Harrowing. When Fanatic of the Harrowing enters, each player discards a card. If you discarded a card this way, draw a card. Don't Make a Sound. Most Valuable Slayer. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Friendly Ghost. When Friendly Ghost enters, target creature gets +2/+4 until end of turn. That doesn't look like Casper. Impossible Inferno. Deal 6 damage to target creature. Delirium if there are 4 or more different card types among cards in your graveyard. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Abhorrent Oculus. Art card. Sawblade Skin Ripper. Menace. K2, sacrifice another creature or enchantment, put a +1/+1 counter on Sawblade Skin Ripper. At the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice 1 or more permanents this turn, Sawblade Skin Ripper deals that much damage to any target. 3-drop, 3/2. We have the full art Island and Simone. Simone All Questioning. At the beginning of your end step, if a land entered the battlefield under your control this turn and you control a prime number of lands, create Primo the Invisible, legendary 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Then put that many +1/+1 counters on it. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, and 29, and 31 on prime numbers. Yeah, I'm horrible with math, so it's good they put this in here, because if they were just like, it has to be a prime number, I'd be like, I know 2 prime numbers. Attack in the box. Oops, sorry. Whenever attack in the box attacks, you may have it get +4/+0 until end of turn. If you do, sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Orphans of the Wheat. Whenever Orphans of the Wheat attacks, tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Orphans of the Wheat gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature tapped this way. Obviously a play on Children of the Corn. Probably would have gotten cease and desist for that though. Wildfire Wicker Folk. Bilmerk Leech. Give in to violence. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink until end of turn. Daggermaw Megalodon. Bashful Beastie. Fear of Surveillance. Glimmerlight. Most Valuable Slayer. Friendly Ghost. Camera a little bit there. Too much. Enough. Sorry if you can hear my fridge in the background whenever the noise reduction cuts out. It's been very loud, and I'm right beside it. So, Altenak, the thrice called. Got that in our foil. It's garbage, right? Yeah. Not a bad one to get in the foil. Murky Sewer. Come back wrong. Nice. Knew I'd get at least one of these. 3-drop. Destroy target creature. If a creature card is put into the battlefield or graveyard this way, return it to the battlefield under your control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the end of your next step. Keep coming out of focus. Funeral Room. Awakening Hall. Oh, it's a mythic land. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. When you unlock this door, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's 8 costs, but that's big. Optimistic Scavenger, Unwilling Vessel, Vigilance, Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, put a possession counter on Unwilling Vessel. When Unwilling Vessel dies, create an XX blue spirit creature token with flying, where X is the number of counters on Unwilling Vessel. Midnight Mayhem, Final Vengeance. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or enchantment, exile target creature. Twist Reality, 3-drop, choose one, counter target spell or manifest dread. Horrid Vigor, Spine Seeker Centipede, Rampaging Soul Rager, Seized from Slumber, and Hardened Escort. I will be gonna be putting all of these into my card managing app, and when I post this on PeerTube, I will probably have the total of what everything's worth versus the cost of what I paid in Canadian dollars. I, however, am not gonna be, you know, doing the thing where you go through and cost everything on screen, just because it would take me forever. I'm not great at editing. My computer is not fantastic, so it'll just take way too long. But yeah, just so you can get an idea of like where I ended up in terms of ROI. Not that I really care about that. Alright, Glimmer Token. Leyline of Resonance in the foil. That's pretty lucky. I always like it when I get a rare or mythic in the foil slot. If Leyline of Resonance is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single creature you control, copy the spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Razor Trap Gorge and Doomsday Excruciator. It's a 6-drop. Flying. When Doomsday Excruciator enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. Under the Skin, another paranormal foil. 3-drop, Manifest Dread. You may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Paranormal Analyst. Drag to the Roots. Delirium. This spell costs 2 less to cast as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your hand. In your graveyard, destroy target non-land permanent. Belmerk Leech. Tunnel Surveyor. Cryptid Inspector. Vigilance. Whenever a face-down permanent you control enters, and whenever Cryptid Inspector or another permanent you control is turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on Cryptid Inspector. Cryptids will forever and always remind me of Disco Elysium. Innocuous Rat. Friendly Ghost. Resurrected Cultist. Delirium 4. Return Resurrected Cultist from your graveyard to the battlefield with finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard and only as a sorcery. Rampaging Soul Rager. Cult Healer. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, Cult Healer gains lifelink until end of turn. Just gonna turn the ambiance up a hair. Sorry, just checking. I think the YouTube stream's down. It would kind of suck because that's where I am gonna be getting my file from. And oh no, we're still live. Okay. Been live for 2 hours, 35 minutes. Alright, art card. Withering Torment. God, my elbow's getting sore from having it like this. Alright, foil is vanished from sight. Target non-land permanent's owner puts it on the top bottom of the library. Surveil 1. Got an Island and Mirror Room, Fractured Realm. If I remember correctly, this is one of the better rooms. Cool. Seem to be getting all of them, which is nice. Whenever you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to all other creature types. If a triggered ability of a permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Yeah, it's pretty strong, I can see that. Ooh, another Toby Beastie Defender. Down a bit. I don't think I have any compression on the synths at the moment, so it's it varies a lot. Toby Beastie Defender, let's see if we get a third. We don't. Untimely Malfunction, Unwilling Vessel, Disturbing Mirth, Creeping Peeper, Twist Reality, Slavering Branch Snapper, Cracked Skull, Piranha Fly, Ragged Playmate, Living Phone, 6. Got 9 packs left. Come on, Valgavoth Terror Eater. Primo, the Indivisible. Some of these tokens might actually be worth money. Manifest on the other side. Fear of Immobility foil. We got a Foil Mountain and Marina Vendril, second pull. Oh wait, I don't know. Maybe I didn't pull her yet. Anyways, when Marina Vendril enters, reveal the top 7 cards of your library. Put all enchantment cards from among them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Tap, lock or unlock a door of target room you control. Activate only as a sword. Nice. Double rare. Waltz of Rage. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. Until end of turn, whenever a creature you control dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Oblivious Bookworm. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent entered the battlefield face down under your control this turn, or you turned a permanent face up this turn. Dashing Bloodsucker, Unnerving Grasp, Clockwork Percussionist, Underwater Tunnel and Slimy Aquarium, Flesh Burrower, Fanatic of the Harrowing, Impossible Inferno, Shepherding Spirits, 6-drop, Flying Spirit, has Plane Cycling 2, 4, 5, Glassworks, and Shattered Yard. Shattered. 8 more packs. Gremlin. Creeping peeper foil. Etched cornfield. And omnivore's flytrap. Delirium. Whenever omnivore's flytrap enters or attacks, if there are 4 more cards among cards in your graveyard, types rather, distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. Then, if there are 6 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, double the number of the +1 counter, +1/+1 counters on those creatures. Veteran Survivor. I think this is the first pull for this guy. As long as there are 3 or more cards exiled with Veteran Survivor, it gets +3/+3 and has hexproof. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Veteran Survivor is tapped, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. He's pretty strong for a 1-drop, honestly. I might see. Razorkin Horde Caller. Immune with Evil. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest in your graveyard. You gain 3 life. Midnight Mayhem. Clammy Prowler. Vanish from Sight. Frantic Strength. Final Vengeance. Fear of Immobility. Murder. Grab the Prize. Spirit Token. Oblivious Bookworm in the foil. Foil Plains. And Ghost Vacuum. Sorry. Really like the lots of swirls in the foil. Ghost Vacuum. Cathartic Parting. The owner of target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls shuffles it into their library. You may shuffle up to 4 target creatures from your graveyard into your library. That's pretty strong, actually. For late game play. Growl of Agony. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by the same opponent. That player chooses one of those creatures. Trial of Agony deals 5 damage to that creature, and the other can't block it. Glimmer Seeker. Defiled Crypt and Cadaver Lab. Forward Vigor. Give in to Violence. Unable to Scream. Monstrous Emergence. As an additional cost to this spell, choose a creature you control or reveal a creature card from your hand. Monstrous Emergence deals damage equal to the power of the creature you chose or the card you revealed to the target creature. Resurrected Cultist. Unsettling Twins. Bedhead Beastie. Menace. Mountain Cycling 2. 6-drop 5/6. Beast Token. Just noticed this. Manifest Dread foil. Got the Plains and Silent Hall Creeper. Silent Hall Creeper can't be blocked. Whenever Silent Hall Creeper deals damage to a player, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Put 2/1/1 counters on Silent Hall Creeper, draw a card, or he becomes a copy of another target creature you control. Overgrown Zealot. Fear of failed tests. Miasma Demon. Flying. When Miasma Demon enters, you may discard any number of cards. When you do, up to that many target creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Get Out. Appendage Amalgam. Erratic Apparition. Monstrous Emergence. Give In to Violence. Possessed Goat. Glimmer Burst. And Hand That Feeds. Another Gremlin. Shard Mage's Rescue in the foil. Flash, enchant creature you don't control. As long as Shard Mage's Rescue entered this turn, enchanted creature adds hexproof. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. Lanes. Demonic Council, nice. Search your library for a demon card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, instead search your library for any card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Isn't this just Demonic Tutor with more steps? Still nice though. And break down the door. Violent Urge. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. If there are 4 or more card types among creatures in your cards in your graveyard, that creature gains double strike until end of turn. Commune with Evil. Duskmourne's Domination. Enchant creature. You control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets -3, -0, and loses all abilities. Winter's Intervention. Don't Make a Sound. Slavering Branch Snapper. Boiler Bilge's Ripper. Paramorphic Expanse. Unsettling Twins. Scorching Dragonfire. Deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. I haven't pulled a planeswalker yet. Found footage in foil. Lakeside Shack. Balustrade Worm in the Paranormal Tree. Or Paranormal Frame. Grievous Wound. Enchant player. Enchanted player can't gain life. When enchanted player is dealt damage, they lose half their life rounded up. No, this one's supposed to be one of the stronger cards. For blacks in this. Veteran Survivor. Surgical Suite in a Hospital Room. Miasma Demon. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Enter the Enigma. Bear Trap. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Piranha Fly. Bedhead Beastie. Emerge from the Cocoon. Three more play boosters. And we're on to the collector box. Insect Token. Flesh Burrower in the foil. Foil Forest Full Art. Rip Spawn Hunter. Not bad. Defiant Survivor. Let's play a game. Patched Plaything. Double strike. Patched Plaything enters with 2 -1/-1 counters if it was cast from your hand. Baseball Bat. When Baseball Bat enters, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature controls... Oh, Jesus. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap up to one target creature. Wither's Intervention, Winters, Twist Reality. Say its name. Final Vengeance, False Healer, Boiler Bilge's Ripper, Fear of Surveillance. Got the Gremlin token, Fear of Failed Tests in the foil, Forest, and Overlord of the Mistmoors. Impending 4. Whenever Overlord of the Mistmoors enters or attacks, create 2/2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying. It is a 7-drop 6/6. Threats around every corner. When it enters, manifest dread. Whenever a face-down permanent you control enters, search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Fear of being hunted. Shard Mage's Rescue. Fear of isolation. Creeping Peeper. Cryptid Inspector. Derelict Attic Widow's Walk. Meat Locker Ground Diner. Glassworks Shattered Yard. Seized from Slumber. Grab the prize. Spirit token. Brood Spinner in the foil. No less cute in the foil. Focus. There we go. Strangled Cemetery and... Damn it. I mean... I didn't have this one. Walk-in Closet, Forgotten Cellar. You may play lands from your graveyard. When you unlock this door, you may cast spells from your graveyard this turn, and if a card will be put into your graveyard from anywhere, this turn, exile it instead. Irreverent Gremlin. It has Menace. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Do this only once each turn. Infernal Phantom. Split Skin Doll. When its Split Skin Doll enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. Skull Snap Nuisance. Flying. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, surveil 1. Meat Locker and Drowned Diner. Cryptid Inspector. Cackling Slasher. Glassworks Shattered Yard. Shepherding Spirits. Friendly Teddy. Scorching Dragonfire. That is it for the play boosters. Just gonna give my elbow a rest for a minute. Well, we did already have a Marina Bendro. Okay. We got 9 mythics so far. There's... Alright, so I would really like to get a Valgavoth. Okay. Tokens on the back of these ones. I might frame in for this, for the collectors, just to save my elbow a little bit. Just holding my hands up way too high, or yeah, putting a lot of pressure on my elbow. All right, Creeping Peeper, Rip Chain Razorkin, Cautious Survivor, Resurrected Cultist, Twist Reality, Bottomless Pool and Locker Room, Beastie Beatdown, Overgrown Zealot, Surgical Suite and Hospital Room. So we got our full art foil land, and the Roller Crusher Ride. Another mythic, but we already have it, I think, right? Oh, we did. I don't know. I might have put it in the rare pile. Demonic Covenant. Whenever one or more demons you control attack a player, you draw 1 card and lose 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying, then mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share all the same target type were milled this way, sacrifice Demonic Covenant. Marina Vendrell's Grimoire. When Marina Vendrell's Grimoire enters, if you cast it, draw 5 cards. You have no maximum hand size and don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. Whenever you lose life, discard that many cards. Then if you have no cards in your hand, you lose the game. In the Paranormal Border. Oh god, skipping. Victor Valgavost Seneschal again in the double exposure frame. I think that's what, right? Non-foil. Winter Misanthropic Guide. Ward 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards. Delirium, as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent's maximum hand size is equal to 7 cards minus the number of those card types. One of the commanders. Glimmer. And Spirit. Not a bad first collector pack out of the case. See, the collector boosters are slightly harder to open, but still so much easier than Bloomborough. Rosh's Carnival. Final Vengeance. Murky Sewer. Etched Cornfield. All the lands. Vanish from Sight. Smoky Lounge and Misty Salon. Defiled Crypt. Cadaver Lab. Rootwise Survivor. Shroud Stomper. Forest. Come on, Valgavoth. Valgavoth's Lair, pretty close. Hexproof. Valgavoth's Lair enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color. Tap to add 1 mana of the chosen color. Metamorphosis Fanatic. I think I got my land piles mixed up. Lifelink. The Metamorphosis Fanatic enters. Return up to 1 target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a lifelink counter. And you can pay it for Miracle. Yes. Fuck yes. Alright. Valgavoth, Terror Eater, Flying, Lifelink, Ward, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. If a card you don't control will be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. During your turn, you may play cards exiled with Valgavoth. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana rather than its mana cost. 1 more? 2 more, I think. Another Toby, Beastie Befriender. Hauntwood Shrieker. Whenever Hauntwood Shrieker attacks, manifest dread. Reveal target face down permanent. If it's a creature card, you may turn it face up. And toy token. Yeah, I did mess up my land piles here. Let's get this sorted out. All. You know what? I'll just go with my basic lands. It's gonna be some sorting required anyways, so basic, or not basic, but you know what I mean. Commons and uncommons. Not getting too many of the rare land cycle. Possessed Goat, Monstrous Emergence, whoops, Horrid Vigor. Oh, just noticed there's a watermark. Heck did that happen? You know what it is? It's been blocked by they had the synth camera up there. Winter's Intervention. Ticket Booth, Tunnel of Hate, Piggy Bank, Insidious Fungus, Fear Failed Tests, Altenac, Island, Lucky, come on. Leyline of Mutation. Disorienting Choice. For each opponent, choose up to 1 target target artifact or enchantment that player controls. For each permanent chosen this way, its controller may exile it. Then if one or more of the chosen permanents are still on the battlefield, you search your library for up to that many land cards, then put them on the battlefield tapped and shuffle. Overlord of the Balemark. Impending 5. When Overlord of the Balemark enters or attacks, mill 4 cards. Then you may return a non-avatar creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Razorkin Needlehead. Other Overlords. Get out of the way, commons. Come on. Razorkin Needlehead has first strike during your turn. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Razorkin Needlehead deals 1 damage to them. And there we go. Flood Farm Verge. Still no textured foils. Not really expecting it. Manifest and Beast. What I'm wondering is when is the Monsters Inc. Universes Beyond happening? With all these beasts. I was planning on doing a synth jam after this, but I don't know, my elbow's pretty sore and oop, keep bumping the fucking camera. My elbow's pretty sore and I have a lot of teardown after this. Mountain, restricted office and lecture hall. I don't think we've gotten this one. One of the rare ones. When you unlock this door, destroy all creatures power 3 or greater. Other permanents you can. It's proof. Centered. And Gleeful Arsonist. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, Gleeful Arsonist deals damage equal to its power. That player, Undying. Entity Tracker. Flash, Eerie, whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, draw a card. Another one in the paranormal. Yeah, I can't remember what you call it when there's the monster in the background. But still, love that. Love the paranormal frames. Come on, baby. Switching Doll. How? See this beside the foil one that you got as a promo. I don't know which one I prefer. I think I prefer this. Leyline of Resonance. Gremlin. Okay, still got quite a few here. 8. Yeah. Okay, here we go, big money. Mirror Room and Fractured Realm in the foil. Soaring Lightbringer. Flying. Other enchantment creatures you control have flying. Whenever you attack a player, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. Like Maha, except white. This will see some really good play with Bloomburrow cards for sure. First recording. I think this is the second time we've pulled this, but I don't know. This one's the ones with like curse recording, come back wrong, All the ones that have TVs in the art, I really like in the Paranormal Porter. Really nice. Ley line of resonance. That number 3. Ooh, speaking of, got the foil come back wrong in the Paranormal Frame. That's nice, I like that. And we got a horror glimmer. Seven. We're just running through these commons and uncommons now. Like I said, I'm gonna go through and do a full inventory on all of this. I don't know if I'll do it today, but probably not going to upload today anyways. Planes and omnivorous flytrap. Suspended sentence. Destroy target player. Destroy target creature an opponent controls. That player loses 3 life. Exile suspended sentence with 3 time counters on it. Ghostly Dancers. Flying. When Ghostly Dancers enters, turn an enchantment card or unlock. Oh. Turn an enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand or unlock a locked door of a room you control. Whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, create a 3/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Dissection tools, already got that. Oh, what the fuck are the chances? That's great. And nothing but a spider. Oh, that's a big one. Alright, I will fully, I'll double sleeve this in a little bit here, but love that for us. Get all these. Keep wanting to say bulk, but it's not really bulk. I just commons and uncommons. We've had really good luck, actually. I don't know if, you know, we'll make money. Not that I'm gonna make money on it anyways, because I'm probably not gonna sell any of this. All right. Kona, rescue beastie. Oop. Persistent constrictor. Sorry. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, they lose 1 life, and you put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature they control, and it persists. 5-drop, 5/3. Jolly Balloon Man. Okay, that's actually haste. Tap for 1, create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control, except it's a 1/1 red balloon man. In addition to its other colors and types, and it has flying and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only. The art on this one's so creepy. Right. Come on. Put the frame right. Focus. Yeah, there you go. Dazzling theater and prop room. The roller crusher ride. Paranormal frame. Paranormal with 4. Spirit and gremlin. My ability to speak is slowly leaving me here. Alright. Ear lost teeth. And central elevator, promising stairs. Winter, cynical opportunist. Waltz of Rage. And central elevator, promising stairs in the extended border. Charred foyer and warp space. Is this? I don't know if this is standard foil. It's the extended border. And I don't have it. Don't have it yet. Perfect. My pile of rares is getting a little unhinged. Man, this is gonna take me a while to go through for inventory purposes. Ooh, paranormal frame under the skin. Like that. That's actually going in the rare pile. And survivor. Big money. Another enduring tenacity, but in the foil. I think that's the third one. Star athlete. Menace. Whenever star athlete attacks, choose up to one target non-land permanent. Its controller may sacrifice it. If they don't, star athlete deals 5 damage to that player. Blitz 4. Reluctant role model in the parent. Rip Spawn Hunter. Overlord of the Mist Moors. I already have this one, but it's the extended art. Foil. Other overlords. How many mythics do we have now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19. I'll pull 20 mythics out of this. Oh, lots of the common lands. Rite of the Moth is pretty in the foil. Figure out where the camera is, Nick. There we go. All right. Ley line of hope. Aminatu, a Gale Piercer. I don't think I had it. Got the foil and dart. Oh yeah, I did pull it. Head Shredder in the Paranormal Border. Another one. 4 Enduring Tenacities. Valgavoth's Lair in the foil paranormal frame. That's nice. All right, down to 2. If I could get a textured foil or another Japanese card would be dope, but let's see. Yeah, don't go full degenerate. Go through them like we have been. Ambience up a bit. Unstoppable Slasher. Death Touch. Whenever Unstoppable Slasher deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. When Unstoppable Slasher dies, if it has no counters on it, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with 2 stun counters on it. Curator Beastie. Reach. Colorless creatures you control enter with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on them. Whenever Curator Beastie enters or attacks, manifest dread. Ley line of Mutation, Extended Art, Gloomlake Verge, and another Grimoire, but foil, Paranormal Border. And we got a foil everywhere token. Okay, last pack. Insidious Fungus in the Paranormal Border. Alright. This is gonna be it for me after this. Thanks for the few people who came in and checked it out. Probably won't do magic content very often. Just thought I'd try it on for size. Alright. Jolly Balloon Man. Standard frame. Convert to slime. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and up to 1 target enchantment. Delirium. Then if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, create an XX green ooze creature token, where X is the total mana value of permanents destroyed this way. The Mind Skinner. Can't be blocked if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent and prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards. Walk-in Closet. Forgotten Cellar. Another mythic. And Razorkin Needlehead as our last pull. These two are still the crown jewels. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Have a good day.